I'm not being funny, my gorgeous Sagittarini. I'm not being funny, but sometimes in this life, there are some challenges that are like, oh my God, really, really bad, really negative. But sometimes, there are certain challenges in life which we need so much, which this type of challenges we have been waiting for our whole life to actually happen. So there are two different types of challenges. Some certain challenge can be really kind of bad and can lead towards like something really negative, but then again at the same time certain challenges are absolutely super crucial when it comes to our life, when it comes to things that we are living for and working for. In other words, when it comes to the beginning of an important transformation. Absolutely brilliant. So you are going to have an important challenge at the beginning of this week. This challenge is the one which is ever so important, ever so needed. If you do not have this challenge, or if you didn't have this challenge, I'm afraid there is a certain stagnation which would become much bigger, much greater than it already is. And this particular stagnation has already kind of affected your life in such a way where, certain things karmically come to an end. And when that happens, it's draining our energy. It's draining our energy, and it's not making us feel as happy as we used to be when we were kind of dealing with that part of with that aspect of our life. For example, when certain things to come to an end, I'm trying to say that's completely normal, but then very often our attention is needed. All we need to do is identify and be honest with it. But then again, if we have been like kind of passionate about something throughout our whole life, or if we are scared of some kind of failure, if we think that something is failure, no baby, no. You have to move on from that. You just have to see things from a different angle. That's exactly what's needed. So this challenge is going to be so good, so important. And of course that I am going to explain exactly why. I know I've been talking about one phase of your life coming to an end and another phase of your life it's about to start. But you have to trust me, you have to believe me, because what's about to happen is not only going to be ridiculously important, but it's also going to be life-changing, okay? And all you need to do, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you just need to be honest with yourself. At the beginning of this week, you are going to be dealing with this challenge, okay? You are going to be dealing with this challenge. And this challenge, it's going to happen in such a way where you're going to realize it's going to be brought to your attention. It's literally going to be brought to your attention that something needs more of your energy. Something needs more of your attention. Something needs more attention and care. Therefore, it's to do with a specific part of your life that you are most certainly going to need to nurture. This in itself, it's gonna really kind of also make you aware of like how your inner strength and confidence has been affected, and you're also going to realize how spiritually stuck you actually were for a while. This in itself, it's gonna be a very important sign for you, a very important sign, my gorgeous Sagittarini, that something bad is coming to an end. Something bad has come to an end, or something bad is coming to an end. But at the same time now suddenly you're gonna start thinking about the fact how you also need to walk away from something as well at the same time. Now this is when things are going to become so crucial for you. It's not only about what needs more and attention and care, but on another hand you're gonna realize that now at this stage of your life you need to walk away from something. You need to move on from something. And this in itself is gonna pretty much so, listen to me very carefully. Listen to me very carefully. Now, this is where things are gonna start becoming very interesting, because all this challenge and what needs my attention and care, what you need to like kind of walk away from, you're gonna be standing really, really firm when it comes to all this. You're about to recenter yourself. You're about to ground yourself. And let me tell you, this is all gonna boil down towards a one particular thing. So it doesn't matter whether one thing is like you will realize what needs more attention and care. On another note, you're gonna realize what has come to an end, what you need to walk away from. That's all great, baby. That's all great, baby. But this is now a big mama. It is all, you don't have to think about it too much. Just go with the flow. It is gonna be absolutely obvious. You just have to be honest with yourself. Trust me. But it's all gonna boil down to the point. So all this challenge, you're realizing what needs more attention and care, you're realizing what needs more nurturing, you realize what gives you confidence, you realize what has come to an end and what made you like kind of a little bit spiritually stuck, you know. All this is gonna lead towards you. My God, how do I even say this? One of the longest contemplations of your life are going to come to an end. Is going to come to an end. One of the longest contemplation in your life, it's going to come to an end. Okay, this is how important this is going to be. This is a sacred moment in time. Okay, so one of the longest contemplations of your entire life is going to come to an end. So therefore, you will know which wise choice do you need to make. This in itself is bringing so much hope, so much clarity, and so much inspiration into your life, because this wise choice that you are going to realize you need to make, it's also something that was really kind of limiting you. It was restricting you. Before you were like limited, you were restricted, you were feeling kind of isolated, you were even feeling like kind of insecure as well. And all this was like kind of contributing towards you feeling this huge amount of negative energy that was preventing you from seeing further from where you at the moment are. So this huge amount of negative energy is about to be lifted, and the fog, it's about to be lifted. So now you're going to be able to see things crystal clear here indeed. So you will know that, pretty much so you will, this wise choice that I'm saying here, you will realize, it's to do with this contemplation. Yeah, I hope this is not too confusing. So this wise choice that I'm talking about here, that you're gonna make, that you're gonna realize to make, it's to do with the actual contemplation that you've had for such a long time. This is no doubt that this is going to set you free, my gorgeous Sagittarini. This is such a powerful moment of liberation, but at the same time, you're gonna realize how something changed within you. And this in itself, it's like going to be so refreshing in so many different ways. There is also a very, very unusual thought that you are going to have on your mind. Something is going to come to you in between the first part of this week and in between the midweek. In between the first part of this week and the midweek, there is the moment that you're going to wake up in the morning. I know this sounds crazy, and I said this on several occasions. Sometimes we all dream, but we don't necessarily remember our dreams. It's the way it is. But what we remember, or sometimes we remember ridiculously vividly, some people don't even dream. Listen to me very carefully. I will repeat. We all dream, but we don't all necessarily remember. Stay with me. But when we wake up the very first thing in the morning, very often we are still part of this different dimension. When we go to sleep, we travel, we have astral projections, we visit different dimensions, and we like, oh my god, we have so much of astral projections like there is no tomorrow. Is the way it is. But we don't necessarily remember. When we wake up, there are certain things on our mind immediately that we feel so adamant about. Like, for example, you just wake up and now suddenly there is something on your mind that you're so keen to do, some kind of problem to resolve, some kind of issue to resolve, you know, that was like on your mind for so long, and you had this issue and problem and you just didn't know what to do, and now suddenly you wake up and you just have this confidence and energy to deal with something that was like, oh my god, scaring you, and you were running away from, and you didn't know what to do. It was crazy, you know. And this is coming from our subconscious mind. It's coming from this like the dreaming. It's coming from the traveling that we have at the moment in time when we go to sleep. What am I trying to say here? That in between the beginning of this week and the midweek, you are going to wake up in the morning and you're going to feel so re-energized, and you will be thinking about something really specific, really specific. When it comes to some kind of a family problem, when it comes to some kind of a family issue, okay, you are going to have the answer to some kind of problem that you did not know what to do for such a long time. And you must not ignore this whatsoever, because this problem, it's not only going to be so rewarding for you, but at the same time, when it comes to that particular problem, you know, you are really going to, this is it is to do with a certain choice. And it's a very intelligent choice. And it's to do with the family, maybe family issues, family members. It's to do with the family and the family issues, or somebody within your family that you didn't know what to do so far. Now suddenly it's going to come to you and you're going to be really surprised with yourself. But this is to do with not only something very successful, but it's also to do with a very intelligent choice that you must not ignore or whatsoever, because this in itself, it's also part of your own personal transformation, where within 12 weeks time, after that moment in time, you are gonna gain something so mind-blowing out of it, so mind-blowing, and you couldn't even guess at this stage of your life what this is going to be. I can't even say much more, but it's gonna be big. Okay, so all I can say, absolutely important, my God. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, I like this so much, my gorgeous Sagittarini. I'm keep on seeing this like mysterious person. Well, not a mysterious person, but keep on seeing someone, some blast from the past who is going to surprise you. And it's like, no, I don't mean necessarily Mr. Lover. I don't mean necessarily Mr. Lover. Maybe it is Mr. Lover. I don't know. But it's more about like somebody prominent. I'm not saying that Mr. Lover, it's not a prominent person, but it's more about somebody whom you have felt like very much so connected a very long time ago. It's more like a maybe it was Mr. Lover who became like a really good friend later on. Do you know what I mean? But it's to do with more somebody who you felt like a very strong connection to from a long time ago. That blast from the past, it's not about, I didn't say right, it's not about that person surprising you. It's not about that person surprising you. It's not about that person knocking on your door. It's not about that person visiting your home. No, baby, no. Blast from the past, I mean in such a way where you're gonna come across that person somehow at around the midweek. You will see that person on an internet or on the photo somewhere, or you will see the message from that person. Something is gonna kind of really make you aware of somebody who's very precious to you, but you have lost a contact with that person a long time ago, but things are still on the same level. Anytime you see this person in your life, you're always gonna be on the same level. It is a very special and very precious person to you. somebody who you hold very dear and very close in your heart. So you're going to come across photo or something of that person. So that's what I mean, blast from the past, but you're going to feel something. You're going to feel something. Oh, no, not in that way. I'm joking. Not in that way, but you're going to feel something like some kind of idea and realization through that person. That person, you're going to pick up on something immense, something that you will feel like, oh, this is missing in my life, you know, this is missing in my life. You're going to tap into it through somebody so special and precious to you, and you don't even spend every day with that person. You haven't seen this person in many years, but this is someone who you hold very dear, very close to your heart. So there is a very powerful connection in between you and that person. So do not ignore what is actually going to inspire you. Oh my God, do not ignore it. It's something really tiny that you're going to be able to connect to, but you're going to think, oh, I want to do this. This is missing in my life. You have to take this so seriously. You have to take this so seriously. Oh my God. Not only this is like going to be so important for you when it comes to the brand new energy like coming in, but you have no idea like what a spiritual domino this is actually going to become. One thing is going to lead into another. One thing is going to lead into another. This is going to like uncover so many things like in your life that you want to do, that you want to try. Not that you necessarily never knew they existed, but you're really going to surprise yourself the way you're going to feel. This is the first time in a long time that you're going to realize that you are capable to like do so much more. You're going to, than you already are. You're going to understand the essence of your own power. And once you understand this, baby, no one is going to stop you or block you or prevent you from doing whatever you want ever again. And I'm not saying people were stopping you, but you will see exactly what I mean. Absolutely mind-blowing week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, like, oh my God. And also, my gorgeous Sagittarini, when it comes to the midweek, you see, you are really going to also, when it comes to the midweek, oh my God, this week is incredible, very complex. When it comes to the midweek, is something it's also, I know, something it's also going to kind of remind you of your childhood and of a certain memories. There's so many things that are going to be like that triggered within you. Listen to me very carefully. Something is going to remind you of childhood. Something is going to remind you of your memory. You're going to become a little bit nostalgic. It's not about that. It's about you realizing something really significant here. Some kind of silly idea. There is a reason for it. So by you becoming nostalgic, by you be thinking about certain memories, this is a clear sign that you're on the right path, where you're going to understand and realize some kind of silly ideas. So this is going to be important, because at the same time you will kind of know what has emotionally affected you, and also like kind of, it was creating kind of another creative block here as well. So this is something which is going to be crucial for your personal transformation and for an inner alignment, okay? But also when it comes to the midweek, very important, you are indeed going to feel ridiculously proud of yourself. And I'm so happy for you. It's to do with an important achievement. It's to do with a victory. It's to do with a success. This is personal. It's not going to be like, oh my God, huge. There are 2 points where you're going to have a victory. This is a victory and success. This is more like something very personal to you. You're going to feel very happy because somebody whom you had an argument and disagreement about something specific when it comes to this, you will be able to prove your point to them indeed. And that in itself is going to make you feel really good about yourself, okay? So this is more to do with a victory, achievement and success, but it's more to do with something really personal to you on a personal level. Because on one hand, this is going to help you, this is going to make you aware of what to pause, delay and wait with. But it's also going to help you to get a different perspective, especially when it comes to a voluntary sacrifice. So, so this victory, achievement, and success, it's going to make you aware of what to pause, delay, and wait with. On another hand, it's going to make you aware of what to let go, and accept that you're powerless about, which is also so important. But then on another note, this is all going to lead towards you getting a different perspective, and this is important now, because you getting a different perspective, it's going to make you aware of like what you have been taking for granted, what you have been so far taking for granted. And as soon as you realize that, like, oh my God, something magical is going to happen, you are going to recenter yourself, and you are going to start thinking about brand new direction in life. It's about this fresh inspiration that you are going to be reminded of, and it's going to like kind of pretty much so going to put you in this mode to explore. You're going to feel so enthusiastic, and this in itself is going to be a clear sign and guidance that this is something that your soul needs. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, Sagittarini, Sagittari, Sagittari, Sagittarini. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you know what? You're gonna feel like a little bit of an emotional confusion. You know what? Because you are gonna realize that something is gonna be like kind of delayed, slowed down a little bit, and then you're gonna be so keen and eager. You will be waiting for something here. And something is going to be so delayed and slowed down, and this is going to make you feel just a little bit frustrated, and it's going to cause a little bit of like an emotional confusion. That's all right, that's fine. And then you're going to find yourself like chilling out, relaxing. The energy is going to become very heavy, but you will not notice this. So you're going to feel the need to sit down, you will feel the need to lie down, you will feel the need to like kind of chill out. And this is always important. Just remember, when we're in this state of our mind, we let go of certain things without even realizing. When you reach this level of relaxation, you start drifting slowly towards different dimensions. So at the same time, this is why the energy feels really heavy, because this is something which is going to be contribute towards you being more intuitive and more psychic. You see what I mean? So this is all you're gonna feel like you need to take a break, recharge, relax a little bit to clear your head. But then this in itself is going to make you super intuitive. So intuitively something is going to come to you, some insight, where you're going to realize what is making you this transition difficult for you, and what is making you to be resistant to change. What is making you to be what is making you to resist change? It's just going to come to you. Otherwise it wouldn't. So now this in itself, it's going to be so important, because you will be in this mode where you're going to develop and have a clear plan, and you're going to be ready to go. And by mean that you're going to be ready to go, you will choose to move forward and leave your comfort zone. This is going to require from you to mix and blend and create something new, but it's a lot about you reaching the moment in life where you're going to find yourself on a very much so sacred crossroads. You need to give a credit to yourself where your credit is due, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Indeed, now it's the perfect time, because by you reflecting on your life in such a way, by you being pleased with yourself, happy with your outcome, the more new blessings are going to come to you. That's the signal that you're actually sending right now into the universe, towards the universe. So this is why this is going to be so important, very important energy. So when I say that you're going to develop, you will choose to move forward and leave your comfort zone. So now you're reaching a very, very important aspect of your life, stage of your life, where you're going to find yourself on a crossroads. You're going to realize how powerful you are. You're going to realize, like, oh my God, how much you've actually achieved. You will be able to see this achievement from a different angle, and this is so important when it comes to you knowing exactly what you're going to do. It's about mixing and blending things together in order to create something new. What you're doing right now, you're fully embracing and following your emotions and your intuition, and the fact that there's some kind of secrets are going to come out. Oh my God, it couldn't have happened at a better time. There's some kind of secrets that are going to come out, which are going to shock you. but they're going to be brilliant. You will be so grateful because these secrets are going to be like, oh my God, so important for you at this stage of your life to not to rush to certain conclusions, and at the same time, you know, at the same time, these secrets that are going to come out are also going to like a pretty much so are going to make you aware of something really specific to take into consideration, which you would otherwise like kind of ignore, and later on you would really feel sorry, which is so important indeed. What you're working on, what are you gonna realize? You know, the fact that you're gonna develop and have a clear plan here, the fact that you're gonna choose to move forward and leave your comfort zone, this is all gonna lead towards you feeling so much happier, feeling complete, feeling whole, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you know. And at the same time, you are not only that within the next few months, you know, by the time you get to the end of May, by the time you get to the end of May of 2024, you are gonna already see what an impact on your life this is going to make. The end of May 2024, it's actually gonna bring huge, a massive achievement into your life, massive achievement into your life. It's gonna bring the end of May 2024. This in itself is going to bring massive achievement. And now also something else I wanted to say, something else not related to this, what I've said so far. Like Sagittarini, like this is remarkable. I think that you've been through a lot of ups and downs in order to reach such a solid stage of your spiritual journey. There is so much going to go on this week. There is so much happening. Just remember, it's all up here. If you're thinking negatively, negative things are going to happen. If you're open-minded and you keep on trying things and you keep on doing things, you keep on changing things, you cannot go wrong whatsoever. I want you to understand one thing, that at the end of this week, not related to everything that I said so far, you're going to feel so proud of yourself, really proud, because there is something specific, very important to you that you've been working for absolute ages. It has been okay, it has been good, it has been successful, but never as successful as this is actually going to be. It's to do with like a massive recognition and massive achievement with an aspect of your life that you have been working for absolute ages. This is gonna blow you away, but it's gonna make you feel like as excited as never before. This, I'm so happy for you because I know how much this is going to mean to you, and at the same time, as soon as you become aware of what exactly is going to bring such a big achievement into your life, at that moment in time you have to make a crucial decision. You have to make a crucial decision. You need to take this on the next level. It's going to seem like it's all good, it's all fine. No, baby, no. The next level, it's already going to be on your mind. Okay? You just need to reflect on it. Indeed. That's really important. So now, my gorgeous Sagittarini, I'm just going to see what is going to be a tarot card of the week. Let's just see what is going to be a tarot card of the week, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Sagittarini, that's like a more like a singy one. Sagittarini. What am I doing? I'm crazy. I think I am, yeah. What do you think, my cats? My little like a statue? You think I'm crazy? Yeah? Okay, so now my plants don't think I'm crazy. I know they love me. Okay, so now, my gorgeous Sagittarini, I'm just going to see what is going to be a tarot card of the week. Your tarot card of the week, your tarot card of the week, your tarot card of the week. Me intuitively, I would say like the star, I would say the hope, I would say an inspiration. That's to me intuitively, like without taking a card out, I would say like a star, inspiration, and a remarkable sign that you are on the right path. But when I take a card out, oh my word, look at this. You are going to, hallelujah, recognize this unhealthy and very difficult attachment. This is important. This is important, and I'm not surprised, but you are really gonna realize how much is something affecting you. Something has become ridiculously difficult and ridiculously heavy. It's to do with an unhealthy attachment that it's creating a huge amount of negative energy. You need to really kind of understand what this is, because it really is affecting you from achieving so much more, so much more. Listen to me very carefully. I've said this millions of times. You know, this life is really, really short. This life is not the only life we live. You know, this life is very, very short. It's like 5 minutes. You know, don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for next month. Don't wait for 1 year time. But there is something that is going to be absolutely obvious. Do you see that little bastard here? There is something that is going to be absolutely obvious to you. You're going to be enlightened when it comes to this week, and when it comes to you knowing and understanding and fully realizing what is creating this very dark, very difficult and very negative energy in your life. It's to do with an unhealthy, terrible attachment. Now it's time to do something about it. Now it's time to do something about it, because it's restricting you and it's affecting you from achieving something really, really big. I think that this is all going to become obvious completely by the end of this week. There is no tomorrow about it. Like there is no tomorrow. It's going to be obvious by the end of this week. But you have to, for the love of God, get rid of this restriction, because it's preventing you to move on. It's preventing you from achieving what you could achieve. Now the time is now crucial. Just remember, you are, for the love of God, going to come out of your comfort zone, and that energy is going to be primarily responsible for you doing something about it. And I know it's not easy. But you have to be strong, because this is going to be the way out of something very dark and very negative, and most certainly it's going to be the step towards the right direction. As soon as you realize and establish, and as soon as you understand what's making you feel so unhappy, you will see that this was preventing you to be yourself. It was like, it almost like it's to do with a certain person maybe, or a certain group of people, or even the certain place where you are going to. It's maybe riddled with like a very negative people with a very negative energy which does not work with you. So you really need to understand what has been restricting you so much, and at that moment in time you are going to start to reach towards your own enlightenment. Indeed, so much better quality of life it's about to follow. The amount of energy you're going to have just for identifying this, let alone for once walking away from it, it's going to be absolutely remarkable indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Sagittarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos, my gorgeous Sagittarini. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.